Hi, it's Martin and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's is a diary vlog, a project vlog. I kind of have no plans for this week. We're on holiday, which is great. And we're having a week at home. A few things that we want to do, a couple of chores and things like that around the house. But we've chosen either the right week or the wrong week, depending on how you look at it. It is currently Monday the 18th of July and we are in the middle of an extreme weather event in the UK. Now, folks of you watching around the world will be like, 100 degrees Fahrenheit? That's nothing to worry about. In the UK, absolutely bonkers. Our summers, 25, we might get to 28, occasionally we get to 30. In England, they are forecasting temperatures of 40 degrees today and tomorrow, which is just... So, we've picked the right week or the wrong week, depending on whether you're a sun demon or not. I don't mind the sun, but autumn is my favourite time of the year. It's the fall, we get jumpers and scarves, and we get to wrap up warm and all the rest of it. So, I'm not really sure. But as I'm at home all week and it is extreme weather, I thought I would do a little blog about my crafting for the week. Now, this might be a really boring video because I might be like, oh my God, it's too hot to knit. It might equally be quite an interesting one, lots of little projects flitting around between different things. I've got a few things that I want to do this week. I've got my rainbow blanket and I've just put the fourth colour in. I did that last night when it was a bit cool, sitting in front of the fan. And ideally I want to get halfway on this blanket. So I'm on colour 4, I need to get to colour 6 and then I'm halfway. So I'd like to do that. I obviously want to keep working on Mark's jumper, but alpaca and silk in this weather, no. I'm not touching them. I don't want the wool to go all frizzy. So I might try and get up early one morning and put a few rows in on that. There's another video coming for that at some point. It won't be this week because it's too hot to make progress on it. So I thought I'll do this video and I'll take you on my week with me. I said it's Monday the 18th. Mark's just jumped in the shower. We're going to go to a garden centre. We want to get like a storage unit to go out onto the roof to put all the plant pots and things in and tidy that up. And Mark wants to look for some pots for some veg and herbs and things, and he wants to plant for the autumn. So I thought I'd take you with me. I have no idea what we're going to film. I might be recording this now and you'll never get to see it because I'll then realise there's no footage of anything crafty related because it's too hot. But we'll see. So I hope that you are all well. Give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any of my content. It's really lovely to see our community continue to grow and hopefully you'll enjoy this week's episode. So I'm gonna go and get some bits ready. I might take you out and about with me at various points throughout the week. We've got a few day trips planned, etc. But of course there'll be lots of crafting, probably lots of iced coffee and lots of gin. That's the plan. And hopefully lots of crafting. So let's get off. There's not been a lot of filming today so far, so it is still Monday and we're outside. Look at the blue sky. That is a little shed storage thing to tidy that lot up. We're out on the roof. I'm not sure you've ever been out on the roof. We're very lucky. We live on the 5th floor. We have a roof area that we never make the most of. So we have chairs and a parasol. And we've ordered a new outdoor sofa. So we are going to make the most of the sun this year and all the future years. So we've been to the garden centre. I didn't film, it was very hot and we had to try and fit that in the car. And another inch, it wouldn't have fit. Then that would have been fun. So it's now 5 to 3. I've got my knitting. I know, right? I'm sitting outside. I'll spin you around in a minute and we'll do a bit of knitting together. I'm going to go and get my mum and dad in half hour or so. They're coming for some food and some drinks. Here he is. Someone's got a summer cold. I know, right? He's finally got a week off work and he's woken up with a cold. What have you got to say for yourself? Just my luck. It is just his luck. So yeah, so we're going to do a bit of knitting. So it is warm. This is the, I can't remember what I called this in the intro, the warm diaries. But I've got a small project. So I'm going to do little bits. I've just finished some squash, or cordial for the non-UK viewers. Whenever I say squash, people message me going, what squash? Cordial. Like orange squash, blackcurrant squash. Concentrate, you add it into water. So yeah, staying hydrated under the umbrella. It is baking. I think it's currently about 32 degrees. But this isn't helping me do some knitting, so I'm going to get back to my knitting. I'm still on. I've added 2 rows since you saw it this morning. Good morning, welcome to Tuesday. It is nearly 10 o'clock, we're up and out. We've got some garden waste from the roof. Like there's an old Christmas tree that was on the balcony, weird. It was our Christmas tree, like not a neighbour's tree that they just randomly put on our roof. Anyway, you get the gist. We are off to the waste area tip, local
management centre.
Waste management centre, that's the one, in Cardiff, to drop some of the garden waste off, and then we're going to go for coffee. So I've got some knitting, I've got Mark. So yeah, let's do Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be even hotter than it was yesterday, so I'm not sure how much crafting we're going to get done today, but we'll soon see. Let's go. Right, I've done a row and I'm running out of purple. So I need to get back across the row now to close this eyelet row off. But on garter stitch, obviously the right side you can just about make out, you can't see the colour change. On the wrong side, you can see where the colour change is. So what I don't want to do is colour change and bring in the next colour on the right side, because you'll then see the colour change. So what I've done is I've just wrapped the yarn all the way around to see how many wraps I've got, and I've got 190 wraps. I've just counted stitches and I need 210 stitches. So I'm gonna unwrap this now and I'm gonna risk it. And I'm gonna play yarn chicken with this last purple, and I'm gonna see what happens. Worst case scenario, I might be like 15 stitches short and I'll just have to have the colour change showing. I'm gonna risk it. I've got another coffee, and because I need the sugar, I've got another pastry. Right, let's do this. We've been to the garden centre. You can see, Mark, that we're in the lift with all the mirror. But we've got dodgy angle. Lots of plants for the roof. very, very hot. Hottest day. We've had breaking news that the temperatures hit 40 degrees in parts of England. I'm just chatting to you now while he's taking the plants out. So we're probably not going to plant these for a minute. We probably need to let the temperature calm down slightly. Look at my head. Definitely caught the sun. I'm loving this Tuesday though. Very productive day. Okay, checkpoint video. It is now 5 o'clock on Tuesday. I've definitely caught the sun. It's very hot still. We haven't been out and put the plants in the plant pots because it's just too hot. So we're hoping like 7 o'clock-ish, the temperature will start to drop, the sun will start to go in. It's quite shady on the roof in the evenings. So that might be the plan at that point. So I'm going to attempt to put the 5th ball in. I wanted to start my toft bird because I've not started my bird of the month, but that's 100% wool. And sometimes if my hands are hot, the toft wool goes a bit fluffy. Not because it's toft wool, I think it's just wool in general, which is why I've not worked on Mark's jumper yet. So this is a blend. So I'm hoping that I might be able to do a little bit of this. So you might see a bit more progress today. If not, well, whatever you'll see next. It's either going to be a Tuesday and there's a bit of progress on this, or it'll be Wednesday and hopefully I'm telling you the temperature's a bit cooler. I have no idea what this video is going to be like when I edit it all together, or if it's going to be interesting. I said it's much more of a out and about, follow me around, rather than look at all the knitting content. Because it's just too hot. I hope you're all bearing up. Yeah, right. I'm going to go and do this. 4th colour. Yes, 4th colour. No, 5th colour. 5th colour, which means I'm nearly halfway. If I can get halfway by the end of this video, I will be ecstatic. Good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday and it's 8 o'clock. I have coffee. The car has got to go to be serviced. So I'm going to drive to the garage and my dad is going to meet me at the garage. I have definitely developed Mark's cold. So I'm all gravelly. You didn't see any more footage because yesterday it peaked heat. We've had fires in London. I've just seen on the news now, London Fire Brigade had like 2,500 call outs when they usually get like 500. It's just been mental. I'm kind of glad I'm doing this now, Diaries of a Heatwave. But yeah, so today it's grey and cloudy. It is currently 21 degrees according to the car, but it doesn't feel 21 degrees, but then it's been like 30 degrees, so what do I know? So I'm gonna go and drop the card off. Mark is still asleep. I've snuck out of the house. I'm hoping today, fingers crossed, I'm gonna start my toft bird. I might see if I can start and finish it, because I can usually do a bird in a day, and then tomorrow and Friday is going to be cooler again, and then that'll be some work on Mark's jumper. So, who knows? As always with these vlogs, where do they go? But I didn't do any more knitting yesterday because it got ridiculously hot. So I added in the blue. I did 1 row. I didn't even knit my way back on the wrong side. It was just too hot. But if I sit you and chat too much longer, I'm going to be late for the garage. So, let's go. Right, back from dropping the card off. And I've just had a cup of coffee with Mark. And I have added some rows to this. So when you saw it when I was in the coffee shop, I did make it. I realised as I was looking back through some of the footage, I didn't run out of yarn. I actually underestimated, or no, I estimated perfectly, so I had that much left. So yeah, moved on to the blue, and I've now done a couple of rows. It's really mild here now in comparison to what we've had, so I'm going to put this away. Otherwise, I'm just going to spend time knitting on it. So I'm going to quickly rifle through my stash and get the wool out for my toft bird. Mark has chosen he has looked through and we are doing Nina the spoon-billed sandpiper. And Nina is 11 pipers piping. So I need to go in my stash and I need to find some cream, some chestnut and some stone wool and a crochet hook. So we'll have a little rifle through the stash now. Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. We popped a James Bond film on. We are on holiday after all. And I've made the body and the head with a bit of colour changing speckles. So we've done the body and the head and sewn up, and I've done most of one leg. I've just got to finish the other 2 toes. If I'm honest, I was awake about 4:30 because I've got Mark's cold and I missed the end of the film because I had a little nana nap. Very sleepy. So I could have finished the foot before the end of the movie, but I didn't. I now have to go out. I think we've covered this before, but it will definitely be in the Q&A video. I play in a brass band. I play cornet, but I used to play tenor horn, which was where the tenor came from Welsh tenor. I am not a singer, I am a brass player, but I have band tonight. So I'm going to band, but my good friend Charlotte is driving, so I get to sit in the car and knit. So I'm not gonna take the sandpiper, I'm gonna take my pride blanket because I don't need the pattern and I can just sit and knit. So that's probably it for Wednesday. I've started a new project, I've made some progress. I dropped the ball of wool on the floor. So there we go. Right, let's see what is coming up in this video. Now for you, probably going to be Thursday now. Yeah, I'm not filming in band. You don't want to see that. Welcome to Thursday. I did some knitting in the car, as you saw, And I did a row on the way home, but it was getting quite dark and it was like knitting in the cinema, which I don't mind if it's big wool, big needles, and it's easy to do. I was a little bit, so I did one row and then I wimped out. It's currently like 3 o'clock. I've just had a nice lolly because the sun is out again, as you can see. We've been to the garden centre. I bought more plants. So we've now got some chilies and some tomatoes and another hydrangea. And that's about as exciting as Thursday has got. So I've not done any crafting yet. Oh, no, I tell a lie. I finished the first leg of the bird. And that's it. I'm not sure how much footage there's going to be for Thursday. I'm sitting outside. It's really nice now. So I might go and get the knitting. Or I might go and get... No, I'll go and get the crochet leg. And then we'll finish the leg on the bird. That'll be some progress. But it's glorious. We've picked the right week to have off work, haven't we? The roof is looking lovely. Wave to YouTube. I filmed at the exact moment he managed to drop ice cream on his iPhone. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. He's not going to wave, though. Oh, he's waving now. What a thoroughly pleasant afternoon. It is now just gone 5 o'clock. We have a glass of wine. Because what else is there to do on holiday? So I finished the second leg. So progress. And I've then made the beak. Which was quite straightforward. And then I've done the tail as well. I'm not really happy with the tail. Well, I am happy with the tail now, but I wasn't... The pattern was confusing me because it was telling me to change colour every certain number of stitches, and for some reason I wasn't getting it. I don't think it was the pattern because hundreds of people have made these. It's clearly something that I was doing, and I've only just had a glass of wine, so it's not alcohol before you all start. But I finished the tail. So the pattern was kind of giving you a random colour change for the speckle. But I just randomly, just every now and then, I just chucked a dark brown one in. So I finished the tail, and there we go. So I've now just got 2 wings to go. I'm probably not going to do any more tonight. We're going to go out for some dinner because we're on holiday. So we're going to go take a walk down the bay, and then what are we having? Don't know. So we're going to go out for some food in a bit. So yeah, it's been a day where I've got some footage, when considering like 2 hours ago we had no knitting footage or crochet footage. I always say knitting, but I kind of mean crochet at the same time. So there we go. So I think this is probably it for Thursday, so I'll see you tomorrow. We've got nothing on tomorrow. Have we? No, I don't think we've got anything on tomorrow. So if it's as cool today as cool tomorrow as it was today, I am hoping to dust Mark's jumper off and get some rounds on that. What did you say? Don't hold your breath. How rude. So I'm hoping to get that done tomorrow and then start that early morning because it is still quite warm and I'm still not fussed on knitting with all that wool and having all those ends sitting in my lap, and we shall see. But I've got another blog underway for Mark's jumper specifically, so I do need to get it going because I've just got footage sitting on my phone that I can't publish until I finish. I kind of want to get the back finished and then I can publish it. Anyway, we might see Mark's jumper tomorrow. Right, you'll soon see now what's coming up next. Good morning. It's early. Friday. I don't know when this video is going to finish. It could be today, Friday. It could also be tomorrow, Saturday. It probably won't be Sunday. I've got quite a busy Sunday. Maybe it'll be Monday because I've got Monday off work as well. Who knows? Anyway, good morning. It is currently 7:30. Mark is asleep. I'm awake, obviously. I'm an early riser usually. So I've made my coffee. It's very grey and overcast outside. So definitely gonna grab Mark's jumper now and I'm gonna do an hour on Mark's jumper. And then I think we're going out for breakfast because what else is there to do on holiday apart from go out and eat? So I don't have my tripod. I'm literally just holding my phone. I think I'm going to do that. It's too cold to go and sit on the roof and knit. So I might put the tally on, watch the news, and do a couple of rows on his jumper. But welcome to Friday. I'm hoping there'll be much more knitty content than Thursday. Because it was 3 o'clock before I started filming. There we go. I have done 2 full repeats on his jumper. I've not picked it up since I recorded my month-end video because I've had other things and it's been too hot. So my plan now is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to make a dent as much as possible in his jumper. Oh, I'd love to be able to get the back finished. We shall see. I'll be back and check in progress in a bit. Good morning. No, you're not going mad and you're not watching the same footage twice. It is another early morning. I have coffee, but it's a different cup and it's a different white t-shirt. Ça va? Yeah, I didn't really film anything yesterday and I thought about not putting yesterday's footage in, but then it wouldn't be a weekly, like a daily vlog, would it? Because you'll all be like, well, what happened to Friday? Yeah, so it's another early morning. Mark is in bed. It is 8 o'clock. I've just got up. It's raining. Oh, look, this video started with like 30-degree heat wave and we've now got rain in Wales, which is good for the plants. But I did do some knitting and Mark's jumper. I put this little stitch marker in, so I did this much, which I think is about 8 rows. But we went out for breakfast, then picked my brother up from the train station. I did a bit of knitting in the afternoon. I had a video call with Gemma from The Little Grey Girl. Lots of exciting plans with Gemma coming up. More will be revealed in future videos. And then we went out for a curry. So not a lot happened on Friday. So it's rainy and overcast. We're not going anywhere today. I don't think we are anyway. So I'm gonna crack on with Mark's jumper. I'm gonna find some podcasts to watch on the YouTube and I'll be back in a bit. There will be knitting content and some progress to wrap this video up. So I spent most of this morning plotting and planning for the collaboration that I discussed in a video a while ago. I've put on another 4 rows. We've now popped a movie on we're watching Hidden Figures. It is an amazing movie if you've not seen it. So sad, but so, like, how did that happen? Like, watch it. It's very, very, very good. So we're watching Hidden Figures, so I'm going to do a bit more knitting, but I've just stopped to make brunch. We are having bacon sandwiches, some cooked bacon, and then we toast. So you get toast on the outside and then bread on the inside. Interesting combo, but it really works. So just a quick check-in video. I'm hoping, watching the rest of the movie, I will get to the first half of the repeat, which is when I then think I start to do the sleeves. So we're making progress. Come on! It's a good Saturday. Happy dance, woo! It's 4 o'clock and I have reached the required length to start casting off for the armholes. So that was a productive little session. We finished the movie. I'm gonna have a break now because I say I've done quite a lot. I've gone from this marker up. So I've done that pretty much most of today because I just did a couple of rows over the last few days. But my iPad is now down to 21% battery and I use my iPad because I have a digital version of the pattern. So I'm not going to do any more on this now for a while. Maybe not for the rest of the day. I might try and finish my Toft Bird. I think we're going to watch a couple more movies. So I might just actually work on the blanket and try and get halfway through. But that does mean that I can start casting off for the armholes tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed. So that was really productive. I've decided now, because I'm buoyed by motivation, this video will carry on until end of tomorrow, because then I've got Monday off. It's my non-work Monday, so I can edit together all of the footage and I can get this up on Monday afternoon. So that is my plan. But we did it, folks. We got to the big crucial point, because now it's downhill, because I'm going to cast off, I think for mark size, I cast off 8 stitches a side over the next 2 rows. So that's 16 on the first row and 16 on the next row, which means it's getting smaller to knit, so it'll get quicker to knit. Yay! Right, I might be back in a bit with some shawl blanket. I don't know why I keep calling it a shawl, with some blanket action. I might not. It might be Sunday and we might have started casting off. Good morning, good morning. It is Sunday. No coffee shots this morning, but I do have coffee. Yeah, it is Sunday. We are going out for Sunday lunch. I couldn't think then. I've got a really busy day today. We're out for Sunday lunch. We were originally meant to be going fishing. My dad and my 2 brothers, for my dad's birthday. He had a big birthday last year. Has always wanted to try fishing. And then COVID and things happened, so it got cancelled last year. Meant to be going today, but then it got cancelled because of the weather, because the sea apparently is really choppy. It's not raining here though. So I don't know, but it got cancelled today anyway. We're going in August, so you've got that to look forward to at some point maybe. But we're going out for Sunday lunch, and then I've got band this afternoon. I've got a 3-hour rehearsal, plus 45 minutes to get there and back, so I'm kind of out most of the day. So I'm up. I'm not going to make much progress on Mark's jumper this morning now, because I need to do the cast off, so I'll probably do that tomorrow on my non-work day. What I am going to do though is I'm going to add the 6th colour to my habitation throw, and then that means I can maybe get to halfway, which was one of my goals for this knitting week, because I can take this to band, and then in breaks, excuse the needles, in breaks in rehearsal, when I'm not needed, I can put a couple of rows on. But I did the blue last night. What I'll do at the end of this video as a wrap up, I'll show all of the things I've made this week properly so you can get a good look at them. But I finished the blue last night. And I'm now ready to add the green on. What the pattern says though, and I'm kind of not going with the pattern. So if you've all made this pattern and you hear me saying this now, and you know this is going to go wrong, there's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to have to let me fail. But what the pattern says is when you get to 45% of your yarn, start decreasing. But I don't really follow that logic because I'm going out on a diagonal. So surely when I get to 50%, I then start decreasing because it's not like I've got a straight section or whatever. And because I'm using all the different colors, I want it to be symmetrical as much as possible. So I've got 9 eyelet rows, for example, on the pink section. So the final color is black. So I want 9 eyelet rows on the black section. So I kind of feel like to try and make it symmetrical, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the 6th color, the green, and I'm going to wind this in half. Then I will knit until I've used half the ball. And if I don't think I've got enough to knit there and back and do a right side and a wrong side, I will stop, and that will be my 50%. And I will then go on to the second half of the green, which then it's all decreasing from there. That seems logical. I've run it through with Mark. He's like, seems logical. It's not what the pattern says. You're going further. Hey, we got 2 chances, right? It's either going to be symmetrical and I'm going to make it work, or it's not and I mess it up. So I'm going to wind this into 2 little balls now, and then I'm going to put this colour on. I think we're going to watch some telly for a bit. We've got a couple of hours before we're due. Sorry for the shaking. I don't know where my tripod is. I need to go and find it now so I can film this. And just like that, it's Monday and we are at the end of this video. So I thought I would grab the things that I've worked on this week and then just do a very quick wrap up. So this started as the Heat Diaries, and I think the big thing I've enjoyed about this video is actually like 2 things. So it's been fun to look at the footage as I started to edit it together and see how I coped with the heat. And I've kind of worked on 3 things, which I think is probably the right way for me personally in any extreme heat, is to try and still do some crafting, but tailor the crafting to the weather circumstances. So I was able to grab some crochet when it got a little bit cooler, because it's 100% wool and we don't want it to go fluffy. But I worked on my bird and I was able to work on little pieces. It's all tangled, but you know, I was able to do a few little bits, sit outside, have a bit of a breeze. So this is definitely a fun Heatwave project. So the bird has not made any progress since you saw her last. We have the body and the head, 2 legs with a lot of ends, a tail and a beak. I have started the wing. So I need to do the wing, but that was a good project, and I've broken the back on that. That'll be done this week, so it will definitely be finished before the end of the month. You've obviously seen Mark's jumper. As the weather got cooler, I was able to pick this up and start working on this. I didn't get around yesterday to doing any of the armhole shaping. I didn't think I would. I think I mentioned we went out for Sunday lunch with my dad and I had band. I was never going to pick this up. In reality, in between, I did kind of think, oh, maybe have a couple of clear hours. But by the time we came back from lunch, I had like an hour and a half before we were going. And I would rather sit down and spend a good couple of hours and start in the shaping and getting that into a rhythm. Because it's one of those decrease X number of stitches on the next 2 rows, then decrease 1 stitch at each end for the next so many rows, and then 1 stitch every other row for the next, and you're like, what? It's like a Mensa puzzle. And I have to write it down. For me personally, I have to write down all of the rows, and then am I decreasing or not, so that I can get it straight in my head. So I didn't do any more on that one, but I've made great progress on this. We started here at the beginning of the week, so I finished all of this, and then I've got to the stage that I can cast the armholes off. I don't think I'm going to finish the back by the end of the month, that would be an amazing target if I could do that. But the fact that I can, by the end of the month, I would have started the armhole shaping, and then hopefully I can finish the decreases, and then it's just straight up to the shoulder. That feels realistic. So that's my goal for the rest of this week on that project. And then of course the project that you saw me working on at the beginning of the month is my habitation throw using my minis from Jude of Stranded Dye Works. So when we picked this up, I think I was on the purple on Monday, and this is a merino blend. So it's not fluffy, it's not furry, it's really quite soft and quite light. It's getting a bit heavier now because I am halfway now. So I hit my target on this one, but this was a good project to be able to pick up and put down, do a couple of rows. Oh, isn't it hot? Put it back down. So I hope you found this kind of enjoyable, to see what I've been working on, see my progress. I've got a very tiny little bit of wool left. And kind of see how did I approach the Heatwave? What did Martin do? But I'd love to know in the comments below what your tips are for working in a Heatwave, because I feel like, you know, the second part of this is, it's a Knit365 channel. It was always designed as a way of me documenting what I'm working on and how I approach my projects and things. And I try and do a little bit of crafting every day, and there might be a couple of days when, like, I come home from work late and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered, and I don't. But I always try and do something every day, even if it's just a little leg, and so a tiny bit of crochet, or it's picking up something that's just mindless garter stitch. It's nice to do something. So I've really enjoyed, the second reason of filming this video is to kind of document what did Martin work on each day, especially during the Heatwave. So this one I made great progress on as well. I think I was around here just after the first eyelet. So I've put all the rest of the purple in, all of the blue, and I have reached the halfway point, because as I said in a clip just before, this is all I've got left. I thought I was going to drop it. This is all I've got left now on the green. So I don't think that's going to be enough to go across and back. So I will now switch out, and I'll bring in the other half of the green ball, and then start the decreases. I'm on an eyelet row next. So I think I will put the eyelet row in with the new ball, and then it's the next row after the eyelet row is a decrease, because it would be an increase based on this. But I'm just loving how this works up. So we've kind of gone from those lovely pinks into the undyed, the light blue, the purple. It's just amazing. So yeah, so I'm really enjoying seeing this come to life. And hopefully it's all downhill now, because every row is getting smaller. This won't be finished by the end of the month. But I think that this could absolutely be finished by the end of August. My band competition on the weekend that I've been, when I've been to band this week, it's in West Wales, so it's about 3.5 hours bus ride. So I'm going to take this with me on the bus, because that's kind of like 7 hours of bus knitting, which will be great to be able to work on that. So yeah, so I'm going to wrap this video up now. I'm going to edit all the footage together, and then it's going up on Monday afternoon. So it's Monday the 25th of July now. Thank you very much for joining me for my Heatwave diary. I said I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up and click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, because it helps me to grow my channel, and I really do appreciate having you all here. The number keeps growing month by month, which is just amazing. I've got so many fun things, I think they're fun anyway, planned for the rest of this year and beyond. I'm already planning some stuff for January, which is super exciting. So yeah, I hope that you're all keeping well. Next week will be probably my monthly wrap-up video, maybe, or it may be the Mark's jumper video. I need to work through the schedule. I think it's my monthly wrap-up video next, then it's Mark's jumpers video. So yeah, plenty to come. There will be a video next week of some description. So thank you very much for giving me your time today. Stay safe, and I will speak to you next week. Until then, happy crafting.